Hey, hey, what's up, guys? Hey, guy. Hey, guys. What's up? Long time no talk. Shit's been fucking crazy. Not really. So, been a while since the last podcast, about 4 weeks. There is a rhyme and a reason to all that. And the reason was we needed to just graduate. There was also a way little too much going on. So, um, been in finishing up the dual season and finish up my classes. So I needed to get that locked down. You know, got to get the home base secure before I. These are all good excuses. Oh, I'm fucking busy. I'm a busy fucking bee, and um, thought I'd build up a little bit of life before I start sharing it. Um, yeah, quick rundown of what's been going on. First race, Penn Dual happened. We're driving there, get a flat tire. Fucking sucks. Pulled off the side of the highway. We're hanging out. We're like, all right, there goes another hour. And then we stop. We get food. I get a whole rotisserie chicken. And I'm just, bare ball on it. Just full hand on the chicken, just gnawing on it, overlooking the side of the highway. And because that's just being cost effective with your food. Rotisserie chickens are made for a whole family, and they're only like $12. Why wouldn't I go get one and just gnaw on it? You don't need sauce. It's got the skin and the juices. And then the bus crashed, and we almost killed a man. Well, basically, we hit another car, and so I'm sitting there, I'm joking around. You know how I am. And then, boom, we all slam forwards. We look back out the window. There's a car midair. It's flipping over. It's launched fucking 100 feet into the grassy median of the road. And so I get up. A couple guys get out, run over, but I'm like, I'm getting out too. You know? Again, I love running towards that kind of shit, So obviously, I bring the camera with me, just in case I was filming on the bus. But then I got like 20 steps out of the bus, and the guy in the car was already out walking. So I was like, all right, I'll take down the pace. Like, all right, I don't need to. I do have a race, tomorrow. I don't need to tire myself out too much. So yeah, and then the bus was fucked. So the coach's option was like, all right, no coaches were there, right? This is a boys only trip. For whatever reason, the coaches don't travel with us, which seems like not a good idea. I think there should always be some adult, because yeah, we're technically legally adults. Goddamn, there needs to be some damn leadership. So we call the coaches and we're like, hey, we almost killed a man, blah, 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 blah. Bus is destroyed. We're like 4 hours away from the race course. What do we do? And they're like, oh, we'll probably just Uber. What the fuck? You know how fucking far away we are, coach? You fucking motherfucker. God damn it. So yeah, we all get Ubers. I don't get an Uber. I'll let someone else get that. Because they were like, oh, we'll reimburse you guys. The Uber's like $300. And you got to find an Uber driver that's willing to drive 3.5 hours, 4 hours, which is not easy. And I suggested to the group, I was like, hey, why don't we all just go? I live 20 minutes from where we crashed. Why don't we just stop over at my house? I can pet my dogs, and then we'll figure out everything else after. And some of the guys were like, oh, that's a good idea. But then they're like, well, how are we going to get from your house to the course? I'm like, guys, you're thinking too fucking far ahead. We just need to get to my house. I just need to go home. This is actually the tire popping and, the rotisserie chicken. I'm starting to burp it up at this point from the stress of the car crash. So I'm like, I just need to go. I need to go home. I'm not, this whole Penn race, I really don't really need it right now. I should probably head home. They're all like, no, 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 no. We got a race. I'm like, all right, sure. Let's go. We get there. A bunch of guys Uber. Ubers end up being like $300, and I had to ride with one of the guys' moms, picks us up. It was a whole fiasco. And then we get to the Penn race the next day, whatever. Stay at the hotel the night. And it's pouring rain all fucking day. Just drenched. Everything's drenched. It all sucks. You're trying to warm up under a tent. Everything's muddy. You're freezing cold at the starting line. We end up winning. And we cross the finish line, and it's like, all right, let's just go the fuck home. I don't need this. I'm soaking wet. And everyone was wearing like long sleeves. I was like, the long sleeves are going to get soaking wet, and they're going to get colder. I'm just going to bare balls it and only just wear the uni. So I look like a damn animal out there, soaking wet. Yeah, and then the coaches were like, oh, well, obviously we're all soaking wet, right? All our clothes are wet. Like, we can probably go somewhere and shower and change. No. Just put on some dry clothes and no showering after the races. And then bus rides, don't worry. Bus ride's only 5 hours. You guys will be fine. So that was a fucking nightmare. And then we get back at midnight. So that was race 1. And, what was the next race? Oh, well, so, we go out to fucking Florida, dude. I completely forgot. We do this big 6-boat race. And we fly out there. We practice in, everything's going all good. I get to see my sister. I'm pumped. She's training out there. And the coaches, this is their idea. This is their plan. So we'd fly to Orlando, right? And then drive the 2 hours or 3 hours down Sarasota. Not fly into Sarasota or Tampa, anywhere closer. No, let's go to fucking Orlando. And then we drive to by the Sarasota airport, whatever the little private airport they got going on. And don't worry, there are a bunch of hotels by the race course, obviously. We're going to stay at the one that's the farthest away. And you can't walk to anything. There's no food near there. Yeah, everyone's walking from the course to their hotel. No. We need to bus. So we do that. We end up going. First day, race goes well. The boys just fucking pump everyone off the start and then get walked through. But had them on the start. Well, because the problem was, so we do our racing start, and then we all like, after fucking 900 meters, we're up, and we're like looking around. We're like, what the fuck did we do now? We didn't expect to be this. We didn't expect up on the whole field. And we kind of fumbled that bag. And then the next day, we're hanging out under the tent because the coaches had told us by the water there's all these tents set up. They're like, oh, one of these tents is ours. So we're all setting up. We're all like set up kind of camp there. It's fucking boiling hot outside. So we're like, thank God we have a tent. That was really cool of the coaches to reserve one of these tents. And then about an hour before our race, before we launch, the Harvard guys come over and they're like, hey, this is actually our tent. We reserved it. Your coaches fucking lied to you. They didn't reserve you a tent. Why would they? Why the fuck would they? So we get kicked out, and then it's like fucking 40 minutes before we launch, and we're like just trying to find some kind of shade. Don't worry, we got like 2 ergs or whatever, 3 ergs and a bike, but it's in the hot sun, so don't go over there. So guys are all trying to find any kind of shade, so probably not the best prep, you know. Most other teams had brought in, you know, tents for themselves or enough ergs for everyone, but we like to keep it gritty, and by gritty I mean shitty. Then we race. We beat Harvard. We walked through them in the last 100 meters. And that was good. But the best thing before that race was the night before, I go out with my sister. We go get milkshakes and some Chick-fil-A, you know, just some quality brother-sister family time. And she's like, "Oh, you're not gonna believe who I saw. Your ex-girlfriend." And I say, "Why the fuck would you tell me that?" I didn't know. And that stuff usually doesn't get in my head. Not. You kidding me? I was like, fucking great. Now I gotta try and look goddamn cool at the race course. I did. I looked fucking sweet. We raced, and then so we race. Everyone's hot and sweaty. We all get a bunch of fucking sunscreen dripping off of us. We're all nastiness. We put the boats back on the trailer, and then the coaches are like, "All right, the plan is you guys are gonna go to this beach and shower at the beach." And we're all like, "Wait, what? What do you mean? What do you mean by that?" They're like, "Oh, there's outdoor showers at a beach. You guys are gonna go shower, and then you'll get on the plane and fly home." And we were all thinking, why would we do that? Why don't we have a hotel room we all can just shower in real quick? You didn't plan that out. The best plan is to shower like some homeless men. None of us have soap or towels even. So, but they were like, just go and it's fine, guys. So we're driving to the beach. Everyone's like, this fucking sucks, but whatever. We're just going to go. We got no other fucking option. We might as well just go and try and rinse off a little bit or something. Because we don't want to be fucking stinking up this goddamn plane, right? We're all nasty. Just a bunch of nasty, stinky boys. We're driving, and a decision was made that we're going to go to a different beach. There's the number one beach in Florida that we were going to go to, right in that area. But somewhere on that trip, somebody said, let's not do that. Let's go somewhere else. And that was probably the dumbest fucking decision ever. I don't know who's making these fucking decisions. People are just making dumb decisions. So we show up to this beach, and it's not a beach. That's the kicker of it all. So there's the nice beaches on the outside cove of Sarasota, and then there's like an inside inlet, right? That's more of like gross water. And so we go somewhere where the gross water is, and there isn't a beach, right? It's more of like there's a road and then a water retaining wall and some concrete, like a concrete kind of slab that goes into the water. And they're like, all right, everyone get out. This is the beach. And we're looking around like, no, this is not. This is where people like dump toxic chemicals. The best part, we get out. There's all these people that live around there, and they're looking at us like, you better not. Like, I probably wouldn't. You guys shouldn't go in that water. Like, you guys smell that, right? You guys smell how this water that you're about to enter smells like sewage. You shouldn't go in there. But we do. We kind of have no other option. We all smell really bad. And you're kind of sticky and sweaty. So we're like, all right, whatever. Fuck it. We go in the water. We find this rotting coconut. We start tossing it around, making the most of the situation. And then we come out of the water smelling worse than before. And now we all have like a layer of gross slime on us, like a thin layer of muck, And we all smell gross, no soap, just. And then we got back on the bus and we got to the airport and we sat on the plane, and I developed a rash on my body from the gross water we were in, and from not really showering after the race. But it's all good, That's just gritty. We're a gritty team, and by gritty I mean shitty again. So that was pretty fucking stupid. And all right, this is why it's fucking dumb. Dude, we're trying to be this high performance team. Motherfucker, you got us your plan A was to shower in at the beach showers, hoping that it was outdoor showers work, right? That was your fucking plan A, which is already, sure, you can be like, you guys don't need showers. Motherfucker, we're fucking trying to be high performance athletes. You got to showering outside no soap, no towels. That's just basic human hygiene. They let motherfucking prisoners shower with soap and a towel. And we didn't even go with plan A. We went with plan motherfucking goddamn Z, which was hop into the mucky, gross sewage water just to get wet. Because at least you won't be sweaty anymore. You'll smell bad. So, we got back again at like 1 a.m. And we're all like, yeah, I thought the trip before was pretty bad. We topped it, as always. And then we raced Brown, 2v1. Just fucking went for it. Pretty uneventful there. And then we race Harvard. Wake up in the morning, bright and early on a Wednesday, because fucking Harvard, I guess, is telling us that they need to race on a Wednesday. They can't wait till the goddamn weekend. So we wake up early on a Wednesday. It's 5 a.m. We're up. We're waiting for the bus. And we're like, where the fuck is the bus? We're all standing around outside. Where the fuck is it? Oh, the coaches didn't get one. They forgot to get a bus from campus to the boathouse. And that was like a good... Usually when this happens, everyone's like, what the fuck? And they're complaining. This time, everyone's like, yeah, it's figures. This is... You know, it's not even worth the energy to complain. So we all just Ubered. I drove. And guys are still waiting to get reimbursed for any of those Ubers. And I don't think it's goddamn happening. Yeah, so that's that. Found out we're not going to fucking Henley as a team. We raised enough money, right? Which we thought was kind of the thing. You know, you raise enough money, you get to go somewhere. Kind of how fundraising works. Not at Northeastern. We raised enough money in one day alone. About $90,000. And that would cover the whole trip to take the boats to Henley. But the school is in a financial hold right now. It's just like when I'm in a financial hold, because like I forget to pay tuition on time, the school is like that. You know, they're like, yes, you guys have that money, but you cannot use it because it would look bad. That's really the reasoning. Let's call it for what it is. So we were told, blah, 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 all this stuff, like the school is trying to cut back on unnecessary spending. We're like, oh, well, it's all right. We don't need any of your money. We, as a team, we raised $90,000. We're good. We fundraised. We did our part. And the school says, yeah, that is your money, but technically you're Northeastern's team, so nope, can't use any of that money. And we're like, well, that's dumb. And it's because they're trying to control the optics of the situation, which is fucking so stupid. And this is just the chancellor's office. This Irish fucking guy, piece of shit. I'm graduate. I don't give a fuck. Fuck this. This fucking Irish guy was like, they're all like, no, like, this isn't, you guys, like, we're trying to cut back on spending. Motherfucker, we got the money, dude. I know we got the money. We raised it. But, so we're kind of getting fucking screwed over. And they keep on saying, oh, well, we're definitely going to go next year. I'm not going to be here next year, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck about next year. So, I'm just going to go anyway. You know, I'll get myself there. I think my sister's racing. I'm just fucking going to go. I don't give a fuck what boat I'm entered in. I'll race the goddamn single. I don't care if I fucking lose the first day. Who gives a fuck? I'm going. I'm not letting a bunch of fucking losers sitting in offices telling me what I can and can't do. But should they have told us, hey guys, I know you're donating money to go to Henley, and you're going to ask your friends and your family to donate money, you know, but we know that money's not going to actually be able to use for Henley, but we won't let you know. We're going to let you donate the money and then tell you. Kind of a bait and switch. All good, though, because that is gritty. And by gritty, I mean shitty. Yeah, so that was there's the New American Plane Train, as we like to call it. And that was that. But other than that, everything else has been going fucking good. Podcast kind of got me in trouble a little bit with a lady friend. For something I said. Whatever. Probably shouldn't talk about that. But this beautiful, gorgeous, fucking goddamn gorgeous, gorgeous woman. She's opened my eyes and shown me that it is sometimes wrong to talk negatively about people on the internet, because there are repercussions for that. And, so I apologized to her. And I think it's all good. I don't know if I can know. But yeah, and then we had like fucking, I had a blast when we started hanging out after that. So, and then she left forever. I find out she's upset about the podcast. So I'm instantly like, oh fuck. I apologize to her. And I'm like, all right, let me make up to you. Let's go get dinner. And then wouldn't you know, I have fucking a great time. Like, I have like the next 4 dates are fucking top 10 best evers, goated. And then, like anything in life, you get something so good, this is going a little too well. They leave. And you'll probably never see them ever again, because they went home for the summer. And, yeah. So, that's that. That kind of sucks. Bummed me out for a fucking couple of days. So, I think I'm done with this whole dating thing. After that, I'm kind of done. So this all sounds way too depressing. I fucking complained for 20 minutes? And now I'm, woo! But we got the cap and gown, guys, so that's all that matters. I had an F 2 weeks ago in one of my classes, but I now have an A. And if that doesn't show you that school is fucking a total game, I don't know what does. 2 weeks ago, I had an F. I was failing. I wasn't even going to fucking graduate. And I'm an idiot, so I make, obviously, Snapchat, TikTok about it. And my dad, God bless his freaking soul, he sees it, and he screenshots it and then texts me and says, "What is this? You're failing a class?" And I say, Dad. First of all, what are you doing looking at my TikTok, you goddamn creep? So I was like, all right, I got to hit the fucking grindstone. And now I have an A. In 2 weeks. I didn't do any work for that class for the whole semester. And then I was able to do it all in about a week. It kind of made me realize, and the homeworks were just making web pages. But it makes you realize that this is kind of fucking stupid. I was able to do all that in a goddamn 2 weeks. The hell am I wasting my goddamn time for, going to all these classes all this time? What the fuck? What is that about? So, whatever, that's all good. Now I guess I'm fucking graduating. All good. Got the cap and gown. The family's gonna come hang out with me. What else? Acting, fucking going well. Thank you for asking. I know you didn't, but I acted in a student film at BU. I played a guy in a speed dating montage, and when all the actors, the famous actors, they always say like, you got to start doing the shitty roles. You're gonna get a lot of roles that you hate and they're terrible. and then you'll get better roles. Like, like it takes time. An acting career is a lifetime. There's no shortcut in it. Um, so I was like, yeah, sure, but not for me, right? I was like, oh, well, obviously, like, yes, I get it. You're gonna start from the bottom, but I was like, all right, I'll jump, I'll jump it. But I guess I am starting from the bottom. I had At least I had lines. That's what I would be like. All right, at least you got lines. You only say 8 words, but at least they are words. Um, so I got there, pulled up to set. They were like, we're a little behind. They were about 2 hours behind. All good though. I played on my phone in the corner like a boss. And then they're like, all right, Gus, we're ready for you. I can sit down. They set me up on camera. They do all their little camera jazz. I say my lines. First time, I mess up. I say it before the director says action. Felt like a fucking goddamn moron for a second. And then he stops me. He's like, oh, you got to wait for me to say action. I say, oh, okay. Yeah. Like, I knew that. I was just writing my lines, dude. What are you talking? Like, I knew that. No clue. Fucking moron. So then they would nail it in one take. And then like, okay, you can go. Was this a paid gig? No. But it was a gig. So I'm an actor now. I can say I've freaking acted in a film. Only on camera for about 14 seconds though. So, but that's fucking better than anything. That's better than nothing. So I leave the set, and I'm feeling like a jackass a little bit. In my mind, I got all pumped up. I got very excited. I was like, this is awesome. This is my first role. Like, this is the start of the career. This is it. I like take a shower and I like put on, I'm like, oh, do I wear just a plain white shirt or black shirt? And I'm stressing out. I'm like, oh, god damn, does my hair look good? Like, I don't know, how am I gonna look? Like, I brush my teeth like 3 times. I'm fucking so nervous. I bike over there and then I'm like freaking out. I'm like, oh my god, I gotta pee so bad. I hope there's bathrooms. And then I was like, it's such a, I don't know. It was just a weird experience. Because I was just like waiting around for so long, and then you just kind of like say your lines, and it's like, all right. I was only really acting for about, a minute, about 45 seconds, and then it's like, all right, you can head out. Thank you for coming. Yeah, of course. I leave, and I'm far from home. I'm over on BU's campus. It's fucking, and I'm thinking to myself, I don't really want to spend money to get an Uber home. Because, didn't make any money from this, so I don't want to, like, put myself too low. So I was